All right, Michigan. My name is Greg Action Jackson, and we're here with another advisor video. And I'm here with my man, Steve Rich.
Hey, everybody.
And we're going to cover transitions here today. And basically, I'm going to ask Steve a couple questions to see if we can help you guys out on how you transition in the sale. So, Steve, transition is a big part of the sales process. So, can you tell us when is the best time to transition when you're in a house?
Great question. Well, like myself, each home is always different.
Exactly.
Some homes you may end up closing 5 minutes. Mm-hmm. Some homes may take 50.
Right.
So the key to transitions is actually observation for one.
Okay.
First, when you step into the home, you need to observe.
Yep.
And you need to find out what a person does for a living. What are they into? As far as like hobbies, if they have any children, because all of those things can help determine your close.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
that helps. So so basically, get to know them so you can go into that transition statement and stuff. So can you give us maybe an example of that you used to transition from one stage into the close, into to get them to that sweet spot?
Okay, so. For instance, I can be sitting with the customer, and I will help them first with what we call our white glove experience, which we both do. And then at that point, I've noticed, like I mentioned, I've already observed, and they've given me feedback as far as their children. So I'll link them. My goal is always to link them to the product is at least 5 times.
Okay.
If I can do it 5 times, then at that point they're selling me versus me selling them. So then I can transition into different points a lot better. Okay. So for instance, like you mentioned, what I would do, let's say you for instance have 4 girls. So I'm going to say, wow, you really love your children. I see photos everywhere. That's awesome. And then I'm going to transition from that so I'm sure it's really important to you to be able to see them, because you mentioned you travel a lot on a daily basis in your job, and wouldn't you love to be able to see your children face to face, even though you're not really sitting right there?
Right, perfect. Yeah, that'd be something good for like FaceTime, something like that.
That's exactly where I was going with this. So, it's a lot. You have that. You also have, you like to fish a lot. So I'm sure you also want to be able to talk, receive a call if something is important, something happens.
Right.
Well, one good thing about AT&T is wherever there's people, there's usually a signal.
There you go.
So, you can also, I just try to use any angle. And the main thing is I create an angle so that I don't sound scripted.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good. And again, people, Steve, he's always consistent with his sales. So, this video will definitely help a lot of people out. If you have any questions on transitioning from in the house in the sale to the close, use some of Steve's examples. Reach out to us if you have any other questions. We're always there to help, and we're here to help Michigan succeed. So thank you guys for listening to us.
Actually, before we leave, I want to leave you guys with one last thing.
Go ahead.
Never be afraid to transition from something from yourself to what they love or like to do. Always relate to the customer, mirror the customer. If they're happy, you be happy. If they're upset, hey, you show a little flair, and it'll just help you transition a little bit better. But that's the last key I really wanted to leave them with, because I don't want no one to be afraid to have a conversation. That's all it is, really, a conversation. The goal is to basically sell a person without them realize they're being sold. Never forget that.
That's a good key. All right, Michigan, other than that, great selling. We hope to see you guys out there. See you later.
Have a good one.